The other side, but FaZe aren't slowing down here, Map.
Not at all. Keep in mind, Chad pointed out the change in guard on the B site, that it could be exploited. In this pistol, Simple's already over there. He's behind the smoke. He's fallen off. That may not be true when the guns are brought out, but for now it certainly is. The first kill, though, goes the way of flamie. He already has the pistol. It's just enough to cut off one on the retake, but the bomb already planted for NaVi, and they just have to hold it off. That's not hard. flamie's got another. It's going to be extremely difficult if Simple can get around from coffins without being spotted. Bluebox is preoccupied. If he wraps in, they're both gone for an emo, and they're going to push it all together. Rain can't do enough. Just to NiKo. Third in the world last year, but he's got it to a one-on-one. Bombs deep. He's got a swing. They know that. flamie. What a pistol, an ace. He gets an ace. Welcome to Spottic, everybody.
Unbelievable scenes. FaZe with the early commitment towards B. We saw that early smoke towards Spawn. They also get it down towards the coffins. The bombs planted, the kills are coming through, but flamie takes down everything.
Not going to be exploited at all.
Quite the statement. Here we have the Deagles here, and Rain pretty handy with them, it seems. He'll take down Zeus. Too aggressive there, perhaps, but flamie does pick up the pieces. That's now 6 kills in 2 rounds. As it'll be Edward looking towards Boyer. That's a guaranteed frag for him. AdreN goes down, and at this point, NaVi have the advantage. They don't have to overcommit. flamie, I guess he's in the zone at this point, Matt. He wants to just keep finding headshots, and he's delivering as he keeps finding players as well. That's NiKo being dropped. It's a 4 versus 2, and that's going to push them back towards middle. They have 1 smoke remaining here, but I don't think they'll be finding any more frags.
Crossfire firmly set up inside of the smoke. Edward's actually going to hold aggressively. That's going to dissipate. Soon we'll realize they're there, but he realizes it in the wrong way. Guardian with a spectacular shot, all resolved. Easily, they all know those situations. They all know how Simple plays. They're familiar with him. Certainly Guardian is. AdreN as well from the CIS region. Push down. flamie finds one, but it's Olof and Guardian to trade it off immediately. Both of these teams have had struggles. Both of these teams are capable of the top 4, capable of winning the whole event, let's be honest, but it can only be one between them, quite literally between this game, but also in that they are sort of the 2 outliers, the 2 that have been inconsistent of the top teams.
Yeah, you just look at the last game of the previous stage 4, FaZe against Complexity. Sure, it's a win. That's all that really matters, but it was not a clean one. That's a team you'd expect them to ravish, and there's style on them almost, but they were on the ropes a few times there. So definitely kind of trying to find their form and how this team's going to play. As we head towards B, it will be Olof Meister. He seems to know exactly where Edward is. Finds the headshot. That's the B side open. A decent attempt from NaVi. They flashed over towards B and tried to trade out some kills. Difficult for 1 though. And it's just going to be Simple left in a 1 versus 4. They know exactly where he is. And go.
Top side of the wall already held too, so even if they want to go deep utility again, it's going to be issues. And the stack spotted. Olof knows it. Shooting gallery and Guardian. 4th kill.
That's the sort of round. Oh, that was his. Didn't actually do any damage at all there. Simple retreats on 100, but now down to 46.
Guardian opens it up on the AWP though, and Olof was waiting the whole time. Bottom side of middle, he gets 1.
That's your cue now, go to war.
Yeah, absolutely. You found the AK. Electronic gets at least a kill. That'll keep him alive. Simple, he didn't realize, fully gray screened as you often are in those
side very quickly. It's going to come down to the timings here. You can see how much interest in the CTs there are here. You've got to assume with 15 seconds remaining, this is the final play, but it's not.
It's a brilliant maneuver. It's absolutely sold it. They've sent them all over toward B. The only one left to the side of the site is Edward, but he nearly got away with it. If he'd slid out and found the second, dropped the bomb down, that would have been it. NiKo. And Simple still lurks inside with the AWP. NiKo around, it's Edward. Impressively with a UMP at that range that finds the headshot first. Opening kill, Simple's following it up. Now he's rolling as AdreN drops. And Zeus still holds. There's no one over toward B. They've not fallen off of it. They haven't come up with an alternative motive in this round. It's still with 15 seconds, all or nothing on the A site. They can justify going late because they've got money. Rain, he's gonna go. They're gonna feel like Noah on an overcast day because the rain won't stop. He's swinging through. Simple finds 1, but finally it's turned around. Simple shuts down Rain, and it is 8-3.
Kovac will have the 3 rifles and the double orbs once again.
That's the start, though. There's still a long way to go. 3 in that round. It's certainly what he needs to get motivated. And the double op once more. flamie finds Olof this time. A little more aggression on him than the last round, however. And flamie seems to welcome it. In a position where Guardian can certainly see him. I wouldn't have been surprised at all if Guardian was able to locate him on the backside of the wall after the jump, but he elected to fall off the logs and threw his own aim off. He still tagged him. He's got him. He's on to 44. And he's going to look for another angle. He's got him. Follow up. flamie down. He was hit, but he's on to 11, Guardian, and that's good enough for NiKo. He'll take it. He'll open it up, and Molotov's to clear his angle. Look inside of the sights. Take the fight. Zeus down.
So surprised at flamie's play, but you got the opening pick. You've been tagged as well. Just fall back. Maintain the advantage. It's all going to come falling apart here as Edward does what he can, but it's a 3. The CT scramble to to pick up another round, but this is a nice, fast adaptation from FaZe. It's going to be throwing in a bit of a different approach as they go very, very fast towards the end of the apartments, but the CT's finally showing us they can keep up as Electronic will find his second frag of the round. It's a 4 versus 1, and NiKo's all the way in towards B, but he'll be dropped by flamie as well.
First time we've seen the AUGs really prevalent.
Just on the second, might be a conversation to be had, but this one slips by. I'm not sure NaVi will have enough to actually push forward as Rain again has been so deadly on this T side. That AK-47 finally showing us what it's capable of. As now he looks for his second kill up against Zeus, takes a bit of damage, decides to fall back. Wise move.
But they've hatched another plan when the first fell through because it's simple. Over toward B. He falls back after the first, he's alone. Slip shot Cavalier, he tries to peek it again, and he will! He absolutely will! Half human, half machine, looking straight through the lens! Simple finds around again, NaVi!
On coffins, but the CT's ready for that. They'll be jumping on top of the coffins now and seeing if they can get the first kill. But what a response that is. Look at the perfectly thrown smoke. That's going to cause absolute chaos here as NaVi commit now.
AdreN just waiting for it, advancing back and forth. Wants to figure out the side they'll enter into. Baits them to NiKo, but NiKo gone. It's now all onto AdreN. So proficient with the pistol, but you know who is? A man who got an ace last time. He's got 2. He got the only 2 for NaVi so far, flamie. As the bomb gets planted inside of B, Olof's going to take the long rotation, the flank from behind. Zeus is watching it. And it's Guardian that wants Rain to work with him so he can get in from Ruin, so he can take some of the attention away. Zeus gave it up. Zeus thought he'd cleared Banana. He hadn't. Olof was in behind the wall. They're going to think that's wide open, but now they realize with the other kills, they've all turned around. flamie's looking for double ace in the pistol. Double ace in the pistol! Both of them! 10 kills, 2 pistols, 2 rounds for NaVi.
I've never seen that before. That's all. They've been given a lifeline back into this game. Molotov towards the top of B, trying to slow down the aggressive push towards that side of the map. There's actually 3 CT players waiting on the other side of the flames. Electronic flashed off, need to be very careful here, but luckily the rifles will prevail so far. Lots of damage done on the T side.
He goes back around, he will get 1. Deagle, Zeus was low. Couldn't respond though, they weren't quite ready. Stuck inside of the cubby, Simple didn't get a return angle with the AK, and a smoke now down for Rain. He'll fall off of things. You know who won't? NiKo. He's got the up-close pistols, so switch it out. Let them bait each other in.
This is scary for NaVi now. You got 2 players low, even lower now. Edward down to 22. Electronic, great shot towards NiKo. That might save things.
Edward holds off on Olof as well. They converted the last pistol. That looks more fancy than really it was. He just fired through and knew where he was, but it's nonetheless a kill again, so it's going to cost them.
But not forgotten.
I was going to say, we'll remember him. We'll keep him in our thoughts.
Edward, though, starting to warm up into this series, but here comes NiKo. There's one man you don't want to start finding headshots like that. Unbelievable scene. Surely he's done at this stage. Electronic takes him down, but still a chance for AdreN here, but he's taken the 57 HP.
Wanted to get the gun. Importantly as well, there's a smoke down that was on that corpse. If he hadn't been able to pick up that, it would have been more dissuasive toward the B side. He would have just been able to hold off that extra little bit. The fact that they've actually fallen back off of it, he's got the smoke. He's gone anyway. Simple finds him, building up yet more kills for him. He sits now just to note on 11, so is starting to get his feet moving.
That's what they need.
flamie tops the leaderboard, not surprisingly, but it's only 17 when you consider he got 10 in 2 rounds.
Yeah, good point. Olof can still win this, by the way. It's not impossible.
Well, I've gone directly toward him. They haven't gone back over to B where it was open, and he was well aware of it. What an absolute privilege it is to be in this building for all of us, for everyone. Shot down Electronic. He'll open it up. It's NiKo, the man with the pistol last time that's gone already. And Electronic, he's going to go in. He's already through smoke. I don't even think AdreN is aware. He's heard him. Gets behind the pillar just enough. Not quite as the M4 finds one, but it's Zeus to return. It's a man you'd love to get trades in every situation, surely. Builds him up just a bit, smoke down.
They should save at this point. I think they're going to. They still have the lead. They don't have to win this round. If AdreN gets 2, they probably go for it. But a 4...
So bring out the AUG might be the answer. We'll see if that's what haunts them. Within 1, this great start they've had. Slowly falling away, and Simple on the repeat from the half wall. He's going to find NiKo through the smoke. Again, aggressive. Rain's forced out. Remember, they already found AdreN on this side. But Rain, he knows exactly how smoke clouds work. He fires through them always. And he gets 2 kills. Edward, he will at least get 1 back, but flamie's cut off, and they know he's alone in the site now. Alone, but aggressive. And look how relaxed he is. Yeah, all right, I know you're coming. Let's see who wins the fight. He's got to hold the angle. He's got to wait for them to go. And if they try and trade this together, it is an op for Guardian. That could certainly be a problem for them. It's not going to be. Olof gets it instead. Thrown from either side. They've passed each other in the air. Oh no, they're gonna push through it, AdreN. Great timing. That's a change of play. You wanna talk about the B side? Sure. You can talk about the fact that Kerrigan was there with NiKo. Now you've got AdreN. That's a change in itself. And sure, you could argue who's got more firepower. I'd probably lean toward AdreN. Lean toward Kerrigan naturally for tactics, but it's just even changing a person. If they're the same in every way, they're gonna be slightly different in their positioning at the very least. And that could be enough to catch teams off. Rain falls off the box, he has to. Lost his vision. Guardian has not. He's not lost his nerve either. Inside the sight, tight position behind the boxes, and he's going to look for it again, nearly. So hyper-focused that he shot toward his teammate, but it's Olof that stands tall inside of the pit, 2 to find. Bomb down on the balcony, and really nothing to do for Electronic. So FaZe regaining the ground, starting to get the momentum sailing on the CT side as well as they get to 12. And they've taken advantage of that. The fact that he sprayed in so aggressively, that's Rain's invitation to go back to the copy, because if they thought it was clear, it's not. Low HP!
Oh,
He
what?
ran out of ammo! He couldn't find it! Zeus got out, the spray got wild! And it is NaVi gone wild inside of the site, because bombs should be planted momentarily. It's picked up again by Edward. Guardian still toward Moto. It's a double op retake as well. This could be a huge problem. 2 kits. NiKo doesn't have one. Guardian and AdreN do. And AdreN is on the move from top middle. They'll come from all approach, all angles. Guardian even going back to clear to make sure that no one got behind him in library.
Yeah, this is way too tentative now. They might consider this not going for this at all, but still, there's plenty of time left on the bomb. It's just a double AWP on the retake that scares me for them. It's a 3-on-3, but Zeus somehow still alive in this round, gets his second. He was taken down to 14 HP at the start, but goes on to win 2 more duels. And that's surely the round victory for NaVi now. As it's NiKo trying to lock them in on the bomb site. Electronic will be found by AdreN, and still valuable kills here. They kill absolutely everyone. Sure.
Lost to 3 in that series. They lost it, and then Nuke was next, and it left them with little options. So sometimes that happens. You bring in a new map, and it just falls a little short. So that's the 3rd map. We'll see if it shows that they've been working on it still. That's if we even get that far. NiKo behind new box. He'll flash himself off, but it's Zeus that gets through the smokes and finds 2 on the UMP. Rain has to back away already. That reset we talked about might not be happening.
I don't think the CTs even go for this now. 12-12 on FaZe's map pick. This is pretty remarkable. I wasn't sure NaVi had it in them after the 10-5 deficit they received in the first. I didn't think their T-side would be strong enough, but happy to be proven wrong, and this is looking fantastic now as Simple and Electronic go toe-to-toe with 4 members of FaZe towards the banana area. They then drop a single player. It's only Flame that goes down towards the A side.
Surprise me at all if we saw Simple get elevated up onto the half wall, but he's actually elected to fall off it completely. He's at the bottom side of the banana. Bit of hesitation. Flamie's not really doing much toward the top side of A.
Notice that AdreN and NiKo, the players defending B, have no grenades between them. Defend off a full execution here. I say full, but it will just be the smoke towards CT spawn. It doesn't seem to be affecting them too much. It's going to be a back to 4 straight, as now Zeus once again finding success upon the entries. The bomb's going down. Is this where NaVi take the lead?
Zeus is absolutely convinced of it. It might be. After the half we saw, they only won 2 gun rounds.
Feel more comfortable with the AWP. It's carrying 9 and 19. Quarterfinals here. Pressure is on. And they'll send 3 towards B at the start. Simple receives a few grenades here. The Flames won't touch it. That well though.
And touched very inappropriately by NiKo's nade. NiKo's got a follow-up as well. Electronic down 2 for him in the rounds. 1 by way of bullet on the AWP, and it's Electronic and Simple that'll watch from the sidelines. It'll still be a round at hand, even if they don't convert this. 5 in a row. Would be reset potential. So every gun down certainly helps. Edward's shoulder peek toward the A site. That didn't go well for him. Rain didn't quite see the player coming in through the smoke as Flamie was there. But yeah, Zeus on an AWP, how often do you see that?
He just took down NiKo in a 1-on-1 duel as well. That's remarkable. Gets the AK at this stage.
That's also remarkable. Switches out an op for an AK. Who else would do that? Gets the op pick and then says, yeah, I'll take the rifle.
Yeah, well.
Ian's looking short as well. He's not actually watching above him. He's going to rely on Olof for that information. And 3 will flood this site. Guardian smartly transitions back, because if he was left on the steps, he'd have a problem. He doesn't now. He's got 2, a 3rd as well. He finds Simple, but is that enough? All his hard work, it may come undone. Bomb still gets planted, and it's the 2 rotating players from B that arrive and have to save it for FaZe. Again, reset. if this round doesn't go their way. Kits for both, AKs to work with, and a single flash.
Rain is there with the flashbang. NiKo joins him. It's such a difficult retake here. The terrorists have such a massive advantage. The Molotov comes in. That's going to segregate them now. It's Rain that has to deliver. He goes down, and that's going to be it. That surely is the reset now. And victories that has broken the back of FaZe. This one, though, this is where it could all end. As Guardian goes down very early on. Simple and Zeus wrapping around with a shotgun and pit. They don't stand a chance here. Rain left with just an SMG. Surely can't get a second. It looks like we're done here in the first map. NiKo left in a 4 versus 1.
And he's no bouquet, he's just a rose. And so much work to do. Rose has a few thorns on it. He'll find the first on Electronic, but flamie now knows where he is. NaVi will steal the map away. 16-13, they take FaZe's choice. They take the first in the series, the first in the Spodek.